When someone reaches a point where he asks for help to solve a situation that touches him deeply at a personal level, a couple relationship, a business, whatever, he feels very vulnerable. And although he may decide to expose himself because he has nowhere else to go, he gets very defensive. He's skeptical, often discouraged, and, as I said, even very much vulnerable. Actually, this is a very good place to be because it causes our flaws to come out. And this means that we are ready to move on to the next level. The old way of living, of relating to each other or to work, no longer helps us reach the far more ambitious goals that we set for ourselves. This is not just normal, but necessary for a healthy development of us human beings. In this situation, our mind makes us focus precisely on the flaw, that is, what we lack, calling it a problem. Now, if there's a problem, then we have to look for a solution, right? But here is where we get lost most of the time. When we go to school, our math teacher or professor gives us problems to solve, but he won't settle for just the right solution. He also wants to see how we got to that solution. Why? Because it's not that important to figure out the solution, which may even have been obtained by chance. What's really important is the process, because it's the correctness of the process that makes the resulting solution sustainable. And it's no different in our life. We are so obsessed by the problems that we need to address that all we look for is their solution, and we don't care how we get them. Without a precise process guiding us, however, any solution that we may come up with is not going to be sustainable. And the same problems will come back to haunt us most of the time in a different way, making it impossible for us to figure out where they came from. So the question is, what's this process about? And how are we supposed to handle it? A process is a sequence of causes that culminate in a final effect. And the final effect is what's manifested out there at the economical level, at the personal level, at the strategic level, or whatever. So if you find yourself broke, in a couple crisis, stressed out, having problems with your team members, and so on, these are all effects. And you will never, ever solve a problem by just working on an effect, even if this is what comes most natural to us. We must work on the causes in order to solve a problem at its roots. And this is where the process steps in. Coaching works on the process. It analyzes it. It sees where the flaws are. It deals with them. It reframes them, while drawing out our most important and powerful resources in order to not just solve the problem or problems, but to get rid of them once and for all. Regardless of the problem that one must deal with, personally, professionally, or as a business, there are three resources that we all have and that I as a coach work on to strengthen in the coachee. The first resource is control. The second one is influence, and the third is direction. Any control you have, I mean the real thing, that is, being in control, not having control, depends on your becoming aware of the dynamics that take place in any natural system, like yourself, your family, your business, as well as your capacity to manage them and turning them to your side. The quality of control, not the self-centered and oppressive type of control that unfortunately most people use, confers confidence, a healthy sense of power, and it enables you to relax, to make wiser decisions, and much more. Influence is the capacity to more effectively connect with others, to draw the best of them, making them feel important, adequate, motivated, starting with yourself. When you'll have understood and owned this resource of influence, you'll feel a deep sense of fulfillment, of connection with the people you relate to in the different environments you operate in, and most important, a sense of trust and gratitude for all those things that the people you will engage are going to help you achieve. Last but not least, direction is what enables you to figure out the strategies that are most adequate for the projects that you want to accomplish. To develop an absolute clarity about what you want to be in the context in which you operate and how you want to make the difference. When direction is well defined, you'll feel a deep sense of purpose and uniqueness. Any doubt and hesitation you may have will dissolve, and all you will be left with is just certainty and an unwavering faith in who you are and the meaning that you'll want to give to your existence. Tell me now, when you'll feel and integrate these three very powerful resources, are you still going to be wondering how much more money you can make? How much verve and solidity you can give to your business again? If you can still count on the people that you live and work with? How much more energized you can feel? How much more quality you can give to your life and business? How much more time you can give to yourself and to the people you love the most? This is what working on the process instead of the solution is all about. Quite a different ballgame, right? If you want to dive into what I just talked about in this video, book an appointment with me right now. In just 30-40 minutes, you'll understand what I'm talking about concretely. And don't feel committed in any way. I'm not selling you anything, and it's going to be just a nice and relaxed conversation between old friends. Are you still here? Seriously?